And first up at PFL Madrid, we've got Victoria Dudakova taking on Jacinta Austin. Carlos, who you got in this opening bout?
I'm going to go with Austin in this one. She's very technical everywhere the fight goes. Defensively, she keeps a high guard. She parries punches well, mixes all of her offense, feels comfortable anywhere the fight plays out. Dudakova's tough though, and she does have fast hands. I think maybe she has the faster hands of the two. Has a hard straight right, which will be very dangerous if Jacinta Austin isn't defensively sound and doesn't mind her P's and Q's. It comes in and thinks it's going to be easy because she's better. I think she's a better striker on the feet. She's just more technical. Dudakova, she can get takedowns, but she kind of just bulls into the takedown, doesn't have a lot of finesse, a lot of technique to it. But on the ground, I think Austin could possibly reverse position in the scrambles and end up on top. And Austin may have, just a bit of an advantage on the ground compared to Dudakova. So I don't know if that's exactly what Dudakova would like to do. But in the eyes of the judges, I think on the feet, she's probably going to land more. It's not going to be the bigger shots. It's just going to be a little bit more combination, touch. But I think Dudakova is probably going to land the hardest shots if she lands because she does swing really hard. And I do think Austin can land with precision. And I think in the clinch, she could probably control Dudakova up against the cage if it gets there. And on the ground, I think she could do enough to scramble, get to a better position. So I'm going to take Austin to get it done.
Yeah, I was actually surprised here that Jacinta Austin looked as good as she did on tape. I was expecting this to kind of be a little bit of a setup fight for the former UFC fighter coming into the PFL. They tend to give those fighters some easy layups to kind of feed off that name as a household name in MMA. But Austin looks decent. I think on the feet, she looks very measured, as Carlos mentioned, very composed. And we've seen with Victoria Dudakova, she carries power early. I think she can be a little bit wild on the feet, but her kryptonite is her getting taken down and controlled. And I think she slows down as fights goes on as well. As the fight gets into the late second and third round, she tends to slow. So I think Austin can do a good job here of kind of pacing herself throughout the course of 3 rounds, staying very composed, looking to counter as Dudakova gets overzealous on the feet. And I agree with Carlos as well. I think Austin, if this fight does hit the mat, that I think she's going to be a little bit better in the grappling. I think she can reverse top position. She's more of a kickboxer that kind of pitter-patters out at range and really just times her shots. She doesn't, kind of throw in combinations. She's really just looking for her openings and staying composed. And I think realistically, if this fight does get into the clinch, she also has a nice outside foot trip that she likes to use. She gets the double underhooks and she'll just trip you, take you to the mat with very little effort and ultimately get on top where she's just really positionally sound. So there's nothing that really stands out here for Austin as far as her skill set. It's really just her capitalizing on different moments. She doesn't rush anything. And I think Victoria Dudakova at times, she does do exactly that. She rushes positions. She gets overzealous. And I think in this fight against Austin, it will probably be a downfall. So 2 here for Jacinta Austin here. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was the underdog based on the name value in Dudakova. So she might be a worthy underdog here to bet on in PFL Madrid this week.